Weekend's predictions. Well, the weekday predictions, I got 3 scores absolutely right, but I didn't do too well. I only got 50% of the results right. Normally I sort of on a 70 basis. I got 9 out of 10 the week before last, 7 out of 10 last week. Now I'm down to 5 out of 10 results right. Not good, but 3 exact scores were absolutely on the button. But I've got to do better this week. I don't like it. 5 out of 10 is terrible. Here we go though. Newcastle, Bournemouth, hard one to. Bournemouth defend really well. I mean, they are tough to beat away from home, and they get, on the break, really. They always score away from home. They're always scoring away from home. They play some decent football, dig in. Newcastle at home, crowd behind, the momentum's going. I know Isak's playing brilliantly, but it's not just Isak. I know he's brilliant, but Newcastle want to get in that top 4. So do Bournemouth. I can see that being a draw, but because they're at home and the crowd, 2-1 to Newcastle. But Bournemouth, hard to beat. West Ham, Palace. Do you know what? West Ham just can't score. I know they scored 3 the other day. Fulham gave them 2 goals, but I can't really see. I can't really see West Ham scoring, but I'm going to give them a goal. 1, and I've got to say Palace dig in, they defend, it's hard to beat them, and they got some good players. 1-1. Then we talk, Brentford, Liverpool. Brentford, I think they've got maybe the best home record in the league. Hard to beat. They go for you. Those forwards and Bemo, is incredible. But to beat Liverpool, who want to win the league, and they've just lost points, no, Liverpool going to win that, but tough. 2-1 to Liverpool. Leicester, Fulham. Well, I think Leicester are a poor side. I really do. I think they're going down. And Fulham have got, after blasted losing to West Ham, they've got to pull it back. I see Fulham winning that 2-0. Arsenal, Villa. Oh, terrible. That's going to be a tough game. I think Arsenal were shattered. They played Newcastle in the semi-final, put everything into that and lost. Played Man United in the FA Cup, put so much energy went into extra time, shattered and still lost that. And then with Spurs this week, I mean, Spurs is the biggest game of the season, and we couldn't afford to lose that. We sort of smashed them, but the last 10 minutes we were shattered. We on our knees physically, really were. We just couldn't keep going. Aston Villa, they had loads of energy. Absolutely loads of energy. They did us last year, probably the team that stopped us winning the league at home, and therefore that's going to be a real tough one because our energy levels, you could see, were depreciating it. I'm scared he's going to play Mourinho in midfield. If he plays Mourinho in midfield, I think we're going to lose it, but I'm still going to go, we're at home, 2-0. Sorry, we are. I think we're a better side than Villa. That's my opinion. 2-0. Forest, Southampton. Forget what you did at Southampton did at Man United. Man United had a poor game, and I think they were also a little bit tired from the Arsenal game, really having to play extra time. And Forest are just playing, really good football, and they're trying to get in that top 4 at home. Crowd, 2-0 to Forest. Sorry, Southampton, could even be 3 if you play badly. 2-0. Everton, Spurs. Everton, I know you've got a new manager. I knew sort of against Villa. That said it all. Everton, you've got no one up front. You can't score. How can anyone win if you can't score? That's Arsenal's problem. We can't score, so we struggle. Spurs, they just score, don't they? Whatever happens, they're always going to get 1 goal because they just go, whoa. They just go for it. I see that as a Spurs 2-0 win. May even be 3, but I'll go 2-0. Man United, Brighton. Man United, if they play the way they played the other day, you can forget it. Absolutely forget it against Southampton. Gosh, Brighton, do you? You're not going to not score at home. So I've got it down 2-1 to Brighton because Brighton, people need to watch them. They're actually a nasty little team. They are. People talk about the dark arts, slowing the game down and all this sort of thing. No. Brighton, do some naughty things. They off the ball, on the ball. Their centre half, I don't know, the blonde guy, I don't know what he is, Norwegian, Scandinavian, is a naughty little player. Naughty player. He's a bit dirty, and physically he's doing all the things to upset the centre forward. João Pedro up front, nasty player. Should have been sent off the other night, and that's not the first time. Some reason he gets away with it. Big smile, nothing's happened. So yeah, 2-1 to Brighton. Ipswich City, sorry Ipswich. I know you're trying really hard, and you're at home, crowd up for it, but you're not good enough. And City, I think, will tear you apart. That could be 3-0, but I'm going to put 2-0. And then Chelsea Wolves. I keep going. Wolves should get better, and they did the other day. They really played well the other day. I think they can always score one against Chelsea, but 3-1 to Chelsea at home. Chelsea need to buck up a little bit, and I think in front of their own fans, they want to try and get into that top 4, and I think Maresca will make sure they do. So I got that as 3-1 to Wolves. Chelsea are good going forward. They just can't. I mean, they're having problems scoring. Jackson, sorry, everyone was going on about him because he went through a little nice purple patch the other month, but I'm sorry, strong, fast, decent player. But, in front of goal, when you need to sort of go, pull the adrenaline down and just calmly slot the ball in, he just can't. He's just not a good goal scorer. That's my opinion of him. But I still got Chelsea to win that 3-1. I think, they have got a great young side. Let's see. We'll find out by the end of the weekend how well I've done. I've thought this one through a bit more. Getting only 5 right last time during the week, not good. Even though, pleased that I got 3 results on the button, exactly the right scores. Off we go. Football Chat Uncensored, Reno talking. Let me know, guys, what you think. Where you see if your team, if I've said they're going to lose or whatever, what you think the score's going to be. I love hearing it and why I've got it wrong. Why you think I've got it wrong. It's always interesting. There you go.